but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Brunson. Harris outside. No good on the triple. Doncic outside. Second chance shot. Back to DiVincenzo. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Now here's Butler. On the wing, Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And they double up Butler. Green inside the three-point line. Here's Şengün. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Good on the baseline, Jay. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Now here's Butler. Şengün with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Heat missing. Doncic outside. Pass to Smith. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. In transition, here comes Miami. Yes, that goes in.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And stolen by Caruso. And Doncic gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Şengün. Good ball movement here by Miami. Screen by Şengün. Will it go?
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Miami trails by 10. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Coming out of the ball for Orlando, number 7, Cameron Whitmore.
1:27 left to play in the first. For three, kept alive. Hartenstein. They shoot again, and the layup is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Butler with the ball. Up top, Şengün. A three ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Şengün's got it back down to single digits for Miami.
He's got a real nice feel for the game. Şengün quick to make the most of an open look when it avails itself.
Doncic outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Smith. Back to Hartenstein. Here's Doncic. Over Brunson. Doncic, no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Screen by Şengün. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Doncic right side. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Brunson. Still without a basket. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Butler. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Brunson outside.
What I love about DiVincenzo defensively is his competitive spirit. This guy loves to battle and compete.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Miami trails by 13. Screen by Şengün. From the arc, drills the three-pointer. Şengün's got 8.
For all his inside the three-point line prowess, Şengün can still get it done outside.
On the wing, Doncic. 11 points in the game. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Şengün, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Screen by Şengün. From deep. Again, the miss by the Heat.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. The shot that time, not on target.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
They set the pick to the middle. Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Brunson. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
To the paint. Here's post. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Şengün. Off target with his 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Şengün's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Miami. Higgins outside. It's up a 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Miami trails by 13. Brunson outside. And the wide open shot from Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And finished off by Doncic.
Did you guys see that from Luka? My goodness, some extra sauce there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Miami, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early. He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Here's Doncic. Doncic drops the hammer.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Three-pointer, Martin. Magic leading by 13. Pass to Boston. Back to Whitmore. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Seth Curry.
Here's Doncic. And so it's Orlando looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good. Wiggins. Miami trails by 16. Outside, Russell. They set the pick. Pass to Strus. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Pass to Russell. From past the arc. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
Back to Strus. Shot clock at 6. Charge has the open look. The offensive rebound. Washington. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop.
Doncic using quick active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Fires from the wing. Bank shot. No good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Orlando. 17-point lead, their biggest.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. With the drive. Here's Post. Second shot opportunity. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Miami trails by 19. And it's Strus missing. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't hit the second. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
A legendary competitor. Butler with no fear taking it hard to the hoop. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good, Whitmore. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Pass to Brunson. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Doncic. And the layup is good. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Magic leading by 17. Doncic left side. Now Caruso. He has yet to score. Orlando moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Doncic missing. Miami trails by 17. Pass to Green. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. Butler from outside. On offense, here are the Magic. Hartenstein with it. Brunson picks him up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And so Hartenstein nails both of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Looking to end the run. And slam dunk by Butler.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
Pass to Caruso. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Doncic. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Orlando. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Right back after this break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Miami trails by 18. Pass to Butler. Here's the screen. Back to Brunson. A floater. He gets that one. Brunson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Heat.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Left side, Butler. In the corner, Şengün with it. No good from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
For 3, Harris. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game. Out left to the wing. Doncic left side. Back to Caruso. And stolen by Şengün. Brunson downhill. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. The 19-footer is on the money. And the Magic lead by 15.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
To the left side wing. Şengün inside. Just 5 on the clock. Shots good by Butler.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Out to the right wing. Caruso, no good. Miami trails by 13. Out to the wing. The shot by Butler, nobody around. His 3-pointer's off the mark. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
Poked away. And stolen by Caruso. Into the lane. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Harris inside the line. Miami no good on that time either.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Hartenstein with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jimmy Butler. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong, he's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Brunson. DiVincenzo with the rebound. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Count that one. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It's taken away by Smith. He takes it in. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Pass to Doncic. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 5 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Brunson. And so it's Orlando taking this one.